Alright, welcome back to the program. So in today's video I want to talk about frustration, and more specifically my frustration about the issues around the DMCA takedown of YouTube DL from GitHub. So if you haven't heard it, so YouTube DL is a program that lets you download the videos or the audio part of videos from YouTube and many other websites, and its source code is freely available. It's free and open source software that was hosted on GitHub, but the Record Industry Association of America, that's what RIAA stands for. So the Record Industry Association of America issued a DMCA takedown notice to GitHub saying that this YouTube DL program is created for facilitating copyright infringement, and so GitHub had to remove it from their site. And the frustration with this issue comes not just from the RIAA's this was the same thing that they tried to do with cassette recorders back in the days, because using a cassette recorder you could record songs from the radio, which I guess many of us did. I did it when I was a kid. I recorded my favorite songs from the radio, which, the RIAA had problems with that, and now they have a problem with the YouTube DL program. Well, do they have legal standing with that? Do they have a moral stance with that? Well, I don't know. I don't really care. I guess this is like, source code is available somewhere, so probably you can still compile this program if you need it. And anyways, my issue here is not really like the issue itself. My issue is how this issue have been handled. So a lot of people on the internet, of course, are forming opinions and saying very harsh things about GitHub mostly, and they are not really basing their opinions on like facts and stuff, especially not based on how the law works regarding to copyright. And if we are on frustrations, it is, even if you are not an American like me, I'm not an American, I've never been to the continent of America, let alone the country of the United States of America. It doesn't matter, because a lot of these big internet companies where you upload your stuff and where you watch your stuff or download your stuff from, a lot of these are either hosted in the US or are owned by businesses that are operating from the United States of America. So, well, you need to know some US copyright law, and well, my source of that information is this channel that I warmly recommend everyone who uses the internet, and especially if you are into free software and stuff, and or maybe you want to upload YouTube videos, and all these things, like when you upload your creative work in general, it can be anything from videos, writings, source code, whatever. When you upload your creative work to a website that's run in the US, you should be familiar to some degree what legal rights and you have and what legal rights others have. And Leonard French makes a good job of discussing specific cases or just general issues concerning United States copyright law and sometimes other type of laws in a way that's very engaging, and well, it's very informative, to be honest. And based on just my watching this channel for the last 2 years on and off, and I haven't watched all the videos, I watched a few, but just based on my knowledge on copyright law from watching this YouTube channel was enough for me to feel endlessly frustrated about all the uninformed opinions that not just random people on the internet make, but Linux YouTubers who make Linux podcasts also do. So this video specifically I would like you to watch if you are interested in what's going on. So here Leonard French tells you everything you need to know about the case, how this DMCA takedown notice works, what the authors of the source code could do to get their source code back to GitHub, what repercussions would that have Is it going to, if they get sued by the RIAA, the creators of YouTube DL get sued by the RIAA, who stands a chance of winning that court case? What could be a good defense against the RIAA's offense? Is there any good defense at all? And stuff like that. So I would like people to actually get informed on these topics. These are complex topics, but things that you can understand on like a surface level much better if you watch these videos. And at least if you have like a surface level understanding of how the law works, that will, your opinion will be infinitely better than if you just base your opinion on not knowing anything about this issue. So, if you have an opinion on what should maybe the authors do or how things should go without knowing actually what the legal procedure is, so if you have zero knowledge, your opinion will be totally worthless. And if you know like a little, then at least your opinion is based on something, and that's a good thing. So please kind of, just look these things up before making videos about it, I guess. Or even if you just want to leave like a long stream of consciousness on Reddit or some forum, then it was also a good idea to, base your long stream of consciousness at least something material. And I mean, we can have like of course, the ethical argument about, is it ethical to have the YouTube DL program? Is it ethical for YouTube to try to limit how the videos are accessed? Is it like, we can discuss the efficacy of the copyright laws in general, or just what is it called, the intellectual property? Is it like a good concept or not a good concept? That's a separate discussion, because even though we can disagree with the law, well, I guess the United States copyright law is quite well enforced, so you should be aware what it is. And if you live in the US and you don't like the law, I guess you at least have some kind of political process there, which, they have a political process for changing their laws, I guess, and there is some small thing maybe you can do to change that. But if you live outside the US and you are not a US citizen like me, and other billions of other people who use the internet but don't live in the US, we don't have any choice. We cannot do anything to change the US laws, but we have to live by them. So the least I guess we can do is try to understand how they work and try to manage our frustrations so we can live a happy and fulfilling life without thinking about these things too much. Okay, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you watch my recommended video from Leonard French and you get more informed. This is the least I can do. If I know something and I can tell you about it, I will tell you about it. And if I know someone who can tell you about it, I will tell whom you should listen to. And this is the end of the video, I guess. Bye bye.